problem, I'm going to demonstrate how to use the concept of synthetic division in order to evaluate the function f when x equals 2. So I'm going to make what looks like a capital L, and on the outside I'm going to put a 2. Yesterday as I taught this, I used a highlighter and I put a little circle around 2. That's like our magical number that we'll always go back to when we multiply. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to locate the largest exponent on a variable, which happens to be 5. So I'm going to have something x to the 5th, x to the 4th, 3, all the way down to 0 every single time. Okay, now let's find the coefficients to each. In front of x to the 5th is a 2. In front of x to the 4th is a -3. In front of x to the 3rd is a 1. In front of x squared is a -1. There is no x to the 1st, so I represent that with a 0. It's not there. And the constant, which is the number with no x, is a 2. This acronym of DMAMA is not mathematical. If you're going to Google that, you're not going to find DMAMA. It's just an acronym that I use to share with students on what is the procedure in order to come up with an outcome that corresponds to an input of 2 for this function. So D says drop down the first number. M says multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. I multiplied. A says add straight down in that column. -3 and 4 is 1. M says go back and multiply. We always multiply the bottom with that outside number. 1 times 2 is 2. A says add straight down. 1 plus 2 is 3. And you're like, well, I ran out of MAs. They just continue to go until you get an answer. So I'm going to multiply to get 6. I'm going to add straight down to end up with 5. I'm going to multiply to get 10. I'm going to add straight down to get 10. I'm going to multiply to get 20, and I'm going to add straight down to get 22. Then I'm going to make a mathematical statement that says for function f, when I input in 2, I get an output of 22. I'm going to quietly start here while students are still working. The highest x1 is a 4. I'm going to count all the way down to 0 every single time. The number outside is a -2. Okay, so -2 goes with x to the 4th. 6 corresponds with x to the 3rd. There is no x squared. 2 goes with x to the 1st and -1. I'm going to drop down. And now I'm going to multiply and add down. Multiply and add down. Multiply and add down. Multiply and add down.